Hello, everybody. It is your favorite host here on the podcast, Austin Roos, here with another little disclaimer before the podcast starts. It seems like I'm going to have to do this with every episode we do now, but the disclaimer this time is in this video. You can see by the title in this episode, Sober Story Time, and it's because we are completely sober 100%, and this isn't the second episode we filmed in the same night in which indulging in a lot of things happened, and you won't be able to tell at all that we were affected by anything of those sorts because, of course, we're completely sober and telling these stories. So just wanted to leave that disclaimer there, and I hope you enjoy. Subscribe, hit that like button, and see you guys in a few seconds for my past self.
Guess who's back again, yeah. Two dudes back. Tell a Fred. Guess who's back? I've created a monster, cause nobody wants to see Dominic no more. They want me drunk and fucked with a fucked liver. If you want that, that's what I'll give you. A little bit of hard vodka with some liquor. Anyways. Welcome back to Two Dudes, One Mic. My name is Dominic Merrill. One host of the podcast. I'm joined here by
Austin Roos.
You gave the mic a little kiss there. This is the second podcast we're recording. As we said last podcast, it was like supposed to be 15 minutes. It's been like an hour.
Maybe it was 15 minutes though, because time is moving super slow. Because you go, well, I go. I don't know what time it is. It's definitely like
I felt like we watched videos for an hour. And it's like 10:30.
Well, I was like, it's definitely like 12 right now, right? And then I was like, it's definitely like 12 or like 12:30, and I look 9:30, and I was like, uh-oh. It's because I have the computer turned up, but I don't think it's loud enough to pick up on the mic anyway, so I think...
not. It's just weird to hear it like...
Yeah, I kind of like it, though. A little bit of feedback to know that you were going through, you know? But we are back with another episode. I'm giving it back to the diabetic one.
So... What is this episode about?
My God. All right. So this episode, so last episode we kind of briefly went over what things are like since we were gone, and we're not diving fully into that, but we're kind of going over just how things are kind of going as of recent times. And I mean, Dom, you just your arms are kind of skinny. You're kind of skinny, dude. You're skinny.
I have
skinnier.
There is no like video. Part of this podcast because last time we recorded I was pretty chunky, and I don't know where the rest of me went, but it's gone, and I'm hoping I keep that weight off. Like I like how I look right now. I think it's good.
Yes, it sucks because I have to like full on diet to set a goal, which is a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun doing this, like planning things out, working out. I've been in the gym 3 times already this week. Planning to go not tomorrow but the next day. So, you know, I've been in the gym. I've been working. I've been grinding. Just was in the gym the last 2 days before this. You know, Dom, you could go to the gym. Some days recently I went, what if I invite Dom? Like, oh wait, he's on vacation. I can't invite him to the gym. Yeah, but sometime soon. I have my black membership. You could just my black membership, yeah. My girlfriend would love that. Because it's a porn site, Dom.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, you just thought it was like crazy that I said that. Anyways, this kid's so stupid. Anyways. Oh man, this is off the rails crazy. But yeah, been in the gym. You know, if in the next 2 weeks, because we're gonna try to do weekly episodes now, because I'm sure that'll go well.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm. yeah.
What time? I'll call you in from Kroger.
Yeah. With Zoom call from Kroger and Meyer in the morning. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I gained a little bit. I gained a bit of weight, and I want to be able to get it back down. So.
I have an outfit for.
Yeah. I want to get it down and build muscle in the process while I have the weight. So while I have the weight, I'm trying to build muscle and
my problem
stuff.
to build muscle. I look.
Yeah, your arms are small. Your arms have always been small though, and I don't understand it.
Like recently, my brother pointed out my legs are looking like.
Your legs are also pretty small.
Have gotten small because they used to be pretty big.
Like I know the fans won't see this as weird, but like, I don't know. Like, there's a bit of a difference.
It's just I don't.
Especially in the
push carts, but I pull stuff. But
I don't push carts anymore.
You used to.
Yeah, I used to push carts.
That's where all that muscle went.
Yeah, I don't know. We also do marching band, and I don't know. It's just a little weird.
Yeah, my body's a temple, and I have no idea how to get out. Hardest line I'll ever say. Yeah, I have just the opposite problem. I did gain some weight on vacation, like 5 pounds, but it's the game of, is it going to stay, or am I going to go back to, in the next, 3 days, being however many pounds, so.
Yeah, but, I mean, kind of thinking about that, I've been dieting, and so, been weighing, lost, it's been around 4 pounds so far since I started. It's been about a week, so 4 pounds, almost 5 pounds in a week. So I think this is working. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, you recently went on vacation. Is there anything you kind of want to say about that?
So
You good, bro?
yeah, Titanic Museum, which was pretty cool. I kept giving live updates as if I was on the Titanic.
You know, we'll put you sent this to me. You have them saved?
I know Josh saved them. The not Redhead, but because I was sending this to everybody on my streaks list and my story, and the group chat was just like, oh, I can't wait to go on this cruise. It was me a picture outside, and it's like the outside is like a facade of the Titanic.
Right.
I hope nothing goes wrong. And then a picture in the grand staircase. Then I just go, we hit something. Then we get to the captain's room. I go, oh, captain said it's good. And it's me with the steering wheel. And goes, oh, everything's okay. Captain says good. And then it was like a picture of the iceberg. And goes, guys, I think we're in trouble. And stuff. And it was like, it was fun. I like the Titanic. It was like one of my big history things that I like looking into.
And if Don doesn't send me those photos to go along with what he just said, for the you have to go to YouTube to see this. But if he doesn't send me those right in a second, I will put the worst photo of Dom on my camera roll on the YouTube, or the worst video of Dom inserted right here. So he's got to remember.
That was a cool little couple photos of
Yeah, the cool couple photos you going through. Anyways, your vacation, sir.
Yeah, that was at Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg. It was pretty fun. It's like a tourist trap town almost. Like all these little places that are trying to get your attention. There was a wax museum of different people. I squared up against The Rock, Will Smith. They said John Cena was there, but I didn't see him. So, fuck you. And that was cool. I did some go-karting. We did the Ripley's, believe it or not. They're in the haunted house in their aquarium. I got to touch a stingray. Damn bastards killed Steve Irwin.
I don't get that reference.
He was the guy who was Man vs. Wild or something like that. And he taught everybody how to love animals, and then when the fucking stingrays jumped out of like he wasn't even dealing with supposed to be dealing with stingrays. One of them just jumped up, stung him right on his fucking chest, and he died.
Oh my god.
Like his son now helps. He's like crocodile and shit.
Crocodile.
And then yeah, I got a couple things. I got a Dr. Pepper hat. I got Dr. Pepper on the table right now.
There's no other beverages on the table.
Mug Zero.
Yeah, it's true.
And then I have got two vinyls. One of them is the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 soundtrack, which is technically two vinyls in one because the soundtrack's so big that it has to be split up into two. And then I got the Clancy album, which we talked about in the last podcast.
Last week.
It's because it was an indie store, it got sent the indie like splatter release, and apparently Austin says he's seen some that look really bad, but mine looks good. It looks like blood splatter.
Yeah, there's some of them that got sent that they don't have the splatter. Like the color mix is like really bad, so it kind of just comes out as like one color. Like there's one that's supposed to be yellow and then it has the red splatter, and it just looks like a block of cheese, just a block of yellow cheese with little red spots. Yeah, it's really, some of them turned out really bad. Yours is really cool though. So
I legitimately looks like one of the coolest records I have. Cause I think that's the only like record I have like that, because originally I was going to buy the Bo Burnham Inside Deluxe, I think. That was supposed to look like that. Because I'm in top 1. Don't worry about me. I'm in the top 1% of Bo Burnham fans. So I was offered like a special one, but I didn't have a record player back then. But yeah. Other than that, it was good food. I ate at Bubba Gump's. That's where I got the Dr. Pepper hat. Hard Rock Cafe, like mellow mushrooms and stuff. I stopped at Bucky's. On the way back, I got Bucky nuts and kettle corn, and I had a brisket sandwich, which was good. I tried looking around because I thought some of these tourist trap places would have the Nuka-Cola like the Nuka Victory. No, I think there was some that had Jones Soda, but it was like the cotton candy, and I was like, are really gonna make me buy that off of Amazon?
yeah, I wonder, cause like I'm sure like that shit probably got bought up, and it probably was really, I don't know how limited it probably was, but I'm sure that shit's on eBay for
Jungle Gym.
yeah, I'm sure that shit's on eBay for fucking $500 already.
So you can get it off of Amazon. $20 for a 4-pack. Yeah, but like
That's not terrible.
But it's gonna be the only way you get it.
Yeah.
When if you could have gotten it in the store, it was gonna be like $3 maybe.
$5 for 4. That's not that terrible, I guess.
I don't know. It's just not. I just wanted one so I could have the container.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking of which, the Fallout show is really good. Watched through it. Already wanted a season 2 right after the first season ended. There's these things about these short series where it's like it's so good, and I'm not tired of it by the time I'm done seeing it. Especially with the Fallout series, it felt like it went really fast.
I wanted more. You sent me on a Walter Goggins kick. The ghoul.
Oh, the ghoul guy.
I just haven't realized how many things he's been in that I know. Like he's Cecil in Invincible. He voices Cecil.
Which one's Cecil?
The old dude with a scar that runs the government agency.
Oh, really?
So he's that, and I don't remember what else he's in, but like there was like a song that he's in, that he does in one of the shows. It's like, there will come a payday, oh a payday. What, like he sings it. It's really cool.
I didn't know that. I mean, I knew I've seen the guy from the show, but outside of that, I didn't really know anything.
Yeah.
The show's really good. The one scene where the guy has no riz, that's Dom. I forget what he says. Yeah. He's like, you want to make my cock explode? zero res. But Dom wouldn't even do that. He just silence. I'm just being real. But speaking of the Fallout show, I guess we could kind of bring this up if we're slowly going over like things that we went through as we progress. The night that we finished the Fallout show was the same night that we went and saw Murr perform live from Bowling Green State University.
Fun. He liked and commented.
It was a lot of fun. I guess we could start with the ticket process and where we were seated. And I mean, you were kind of responsible for that, so.
One morning when I actually showed up to my one morning class, I got an email. Like I checked my email randomly because I was bored. It goes, Murr from Impractical Jokers will be at BGSU's. And I was like, really? I almost got front row ticket for me, and I was like, oh, I should probably ask Austin. So I got us 3 tickets for the third. We got the third row, which was still nice. And yeah, the line was out the door.
Oh my god, yeah, all the way around the Stroh Center, pretty much. And at one point, somebody we knew, I was worried because he wanted to cut behind us, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know these people. He was just like, "Can I chill with you back here?" And I was just like, "Oh shit."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with fucking you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, now I
yeah,
do.
yeah. I was like, "Oh my god, we're gonna get killed. But yeah, I mean, eventually we got in, and I mean, the show was a lot of fun. Good seats.
I swear that dude almost got kicked out of that bar. They played a game called Impractical Jokers Live where he had like some small comedian. I'm sure maybe he's not a small comedian. I just don't know a lot of
I think it was one of his family members, maybe in-law.
Anyways, he sent this guy out to a local bar and had him followed around with like a guy with an iPad or something, or a phone, and a live streamed to the projector, and he played Impractical Jokers like live. Like Murr would tell him stuff to do, and it sounded like he almost got kicked out of the bar. And I swear we were about to see every time I thought we were about to see a fight, the other dude like that he was saying stuff to was just like, "What, bro? I don't know what you're saying, man." And that was cool. Murr mentioned like the picture of Sal where he looks super like dead, and like it's a lot on like flags and stuff. Like it's our South flag. And he goes, "Does anybody have this like in their dorm?" And we just scream. We go, "We do, we do." He goes, "Oh my god, that's awesome. You guys post that, and I'll comment and like on Instagram or Twitter or whatever." So we posted on Twitter and Instagram, and I do now have a post that is liked by the real James Murr, and has a comment on it. I think it's just yes is the comment that he put, but yeah, that was awesome.
I mean, it's insane to think about. I mean, to shout out a former podcast, one of my favorite podcasts to listen to ever is the Taste Buds podcast. It's Sol Volcano and Joe DeRosa. And so I don't know if that's what inspired me to get the flag at that time. It might probably was, because I was listening back in like junior year, and I got this flag for Dom, and because I just thought it was funny and stupid. And who would think that 2 years later that it's being seen and recognized by the James Murray from Impractical Jokers in some facet. And although he probably won't remember it, it's still really cool.
Yeah. I guess working backwards. March, I had I was sick. My head had an infection or something, and it was gross. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. It left me with a little bit of a bald spot right now. It's covered up by my hair, and it's growing back. Luckily, I'll
Making my head itch thinking about it.
Here, I'll show you.
Okay. Let me get a little Okay, it's still I can see where it was.
Yeah, but it's growing back.
Yeah, there's hair growing there at least now. I remember for the longest time it was just nothing there, and I just get a glimpse of your hair at the wrong angle, and I go, "Oh my god."
I know, it's my biggest fear is going bald. like, because I have nothing other than my hair. My hair is like the only thing I have, like, to me, like, that I can make myself look good with. And then, yeah, so that was fun, thinking I was going to have a permanent bald spot for the rest of my life. Before that, nothing really. I mean, I don't remember anything. WrestleMania happened. There was a solar eclipse. That's about it. Like, it was fun. I became the biggest Roman dick rider ever, right before he was about to lose. Motherfucker. And Diabetic Diddy played for a minute. But
What's the Diabetic Diddy rap sound like?
I said, fuck Eli Lilly. I said, fuck Eli Lilly. You want to charge me for insulin? Bitch, I'm on like a fake AI. I'm on a fake AI. I bought that Twitter handle. I made it make sure it was verified. I made it look like I used that fake AI. Fuck Eli Lilly said the insulin size dropping. The stock started dropping, and that's when I started rocking. I'm sorry, Eli Lilly. I'm destroying your business because this medical industry is about to be finished. I'm in my war mode now.
Yo, Clancy. I need another beer. I'm not even halfway through this.
Anyways, we yeah, it was. I'm so surprised we did not have anybody come up to our door asking us to shut the fuck up for WrestleMania, because there's just that last 5 minutes of the Roman Cody match on night 2, where it's just Cena. Oh my god! The Rock comes out. They have a face-off. Oh my god! For like a split second, I thought Moxley was coming out because it was the Shield theme. Because I thought it was gonna be Moxley and Rollins, but I was like, looking back, you go, yeah, it makes sense that he's not.
Well, it's crazy because Moxley. It makes sense that he never came out, but yeah, he said that they never even reached out to him, which I guess I get because he's in a different company. But
That'd be so much like hoop jumping.
Yeah, it'd be crazy though. Just the thought of somebody from AEW under contract being able to show up in the WWE. The only time I could think of that ever happening
was it
Road Dogg, yep, for the Hall of Fame. That was the only time because Triple H made fun of him during the Hall of Fame speech.
Like, Vince will buy that little pissant company so he can fire ass again.
Vince McMahon. POV Vince McMahon in the year 2024.
Yeah, that was cool. I threw a little cookout for the eclipse. That was fun. The eclipse was was beautiful to see.
It was.
It was tranquil.
I don't know what that word means even as a journalist. Tranquil.
Just at peace.
I don't know if I was at peace. I was more like, whoa, that's fucking awesome.
I barely remember it now, but I kind of have that vague remembrance of it was really dark, and then
all that was going through my head was Black Hole Sun, as it's just Black Hole Sun, won't you come?
Yeah, we had our friend's speaker that he left. That I was playing. I looked up an Eclipse playlist, and yeah, that was.
Apparently, it was good enough for people on the lawn to like it.
Yeah, people on our lawn liked it, and before that,
I'm gonna mention this. I remember mentioning this in the last episode. I'm going to miss the townhouse, and kind of, I wish we would have recorded more then, just because there was a lot of crazy moments, a lot of memories that I made, and a lot of it's like one of those things. It's one of those things where you don't appreciate it until it's gone.
Yeah.
Because at the time, it's like, whatever, I'm living here.
I'm gonna miss.
It's just crazy. Just living on campus in general, I'm gonna miss for sure.
I miss making eggs at 6 in the morning without having to worry about.
I mean, you could do that.
Yeah,
better now without having to worry.
That's true. I liked having to worry. Actually, it was a little. It was a little game to me.
Trust me, I don't think.
I would eat one of the little chow mein packets, and then I would make 6 eggs and see if my heart would explode.
I don't think me and my girlfriend are gonna
Yeah, when the fire alarm goes off.
Yeah.
Beep.
Oh my god, that happened.
Several times.
Several times. One time of which you weren't there. This motherfucker, the smell was the worst fucking shit ever, and it smelled up the entire house. I don't even remember when this was. It was like the last month, I think, sometime in April. I just remember going, what is that smell? What the hell? And then out of nowhere.
Yeah, we got neighbors that
Yeah.
just decided the last month they would become Gordon Ramsay and
Yeah.
start making meals for all of their friends. Like,
Yeah. Like full course meals. I go in the kitchen, there's like fucking hamburger meat.
I'd go, there's
and
hamburger
steaks.
meat, there's like cookies in the oven. It's like,
I'd open the freezer and there'd be like full on flaming young steaks in the freezer, and I go, I don't. Who's cooking this shit?
okay, nobody got any for me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there was that Apple Jacks box was never touched by anybody but us, by the way.
I do remember from the cookout. You leaving the fucking mess on the oven, and then I came out there one night and I go, there's ants all over this stove. I remember they got mad because we didn't clean it right away or something.
I was gonna clean it when I had to go. I have to go. I went swimming. Well, we tried to go swimming, but because of the eclipse, they closed the pool
Oh, really?
early.
Oh, that sucks.
So we didn't which I get like closing it during the hours of the eclipse maybe, but like the whole day after, like
I'll admit, I still have never been swimming on campus once.
I have. We have that tradition where
do you guys go in the university pool, like
we don't
the
go in
Olympic pool or the?
I've only been there a couple times in the Olympic pool because usually it's being used by people who are either training or like.
So you guys just use like the
We
public
use
pool?
yeah, which is fine. It has a hot tub. Get in the hot tub, get all warm, then jump into the cold water to. I don't know. That's my thing to do. But so we went and got ice cream instead, which was fun. Yeah, that was the eclipse. Other than that, the beginning of this year has been like
School.
it's been school. It's been school.
we have-
I drank a lot during Valentine's Day.
We mentioned something that was even more recent, or we didn't mention something that was even more recent. The whole circus of finals that we just went through. The hell that we went through, the literal smiling friends, Mr. Boss. Ah! Ah!
I was so tired that I couldn't fall asleep. So I went in, I had a thing to do, I had like a little project I had to get done, and I started it the day before. Like I had most of the stuff done, it just needed to be put together, and then like finish the other stuff that wasn't. Day before, I get it started like at noon. I go to the library at 8 after doing something. I'm at the library from 8 until like 3 in the morning. And then I go, oh, the class is at 8 for my exam. I should not go to bed. And then I fell asleep and I wake up the next day. It's an hour and a half after my exam started. I just get up and I start running and I'm starting to look through my phone. I just go, who the fuck sent me left me a voicemail? Nobody leaves me voicemails. It's my teacher. My teacher's like, hey, the exam's still happening. If you can get here, I'm gonna be here until it's like 3 hours. So like 11 is like when it got over, and it's like 9:30. So I got there. I took my exam, got like a C, and she still goes, well, if next year it's like stage management. If you want to help backstage and help stage managing, all you gotta do is reach out and ask, and we'll find you a spot. I was like, okay. I showed up to your class like 5 times. So.
I wonder, would you have just shown up if you didn't receive that voicemail, do you think?
Oh, I was already on my way.
Oh, you were when you saw the voicemail? Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought you were like just in bed and you just saw the voicemail, and I was like, I wonder if...
I realized the time. I would realize the time, and I was trying to... I think I just did not put socks on and put my Hey Dudes on without socks. Because I needed to get just going. And I grabbed my stuff, and then I had another exam, which I knew I was going to, like, bomb. I was so tired that, from the night before, that I was dozing off during this exam, and young Sheldon was telling me, that my answers was right, and he's a genius, so... I mean, who am I to question young Sheldon? Blake Sheldon.
Oh, your astronomy exam?
Yeah, how was your astronomy exam,
The one I didn't show up for. I mean, we already kind of mentioned don't miss out. Don't skip your final exam if you're on pass. Even if you're on pass, fail.
Don't skip your final exams. It's probably just word to the wise. Don't do that.
Yeah, probably not a great idea. I will say. I will admit. Yeah, but then. I mean, we didn't even mention the library shit. That's the biggest. I'll kind of. I mean,
Before mine
did. A little bit, yeah, a couple hours. I mean, me and Dom had shared three different, three, because history of film, astronomy, and the other acting. We shared 3 classes. But hello everybody, your favorite host Austin Roos here from the future while editing this video. Just a little break here to say if you are a fan of the podcast, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the like button and maybe even leave a comment down below hating on both of us. And now, back to the video. But yeah, we had the same classes and so we had the same exams for 3 different classes. I mean, one of which being acting, which altogether the class itself was like, it was fun.
Okay, I liked it. It showed some more like it showed a lot of like the basic principles of like doing it and the work that you need to put in to like make stuff feel authentic and not like he described it as Disney Channel acting. Like, I'm Cole Sprouse, and oh my god, I'm on the SS Tipton, and Mr. Mosby's gonna be super mad if he finds out that we killed 2 people and framed him for vehicular manslaughter. Fun fact, Phil Lewis, who plays Marion Mosby in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and The Sweet Life on Deck, before he was in those shows, was convicted on vehicular manslaughter, and went to jail for a while. Anyways, but like it was like different, like showing like emotional triggers and stuff, and like we had this thing called an actor's workbook, which I hated.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
You know that thing we would take until like the last.
Yeah,
day
we
to
would.
do?
That's why we hated it, because we wouldn't do it till the last minute, and then
We go, oh my god, this is way more work than I actually thought it would be.
I just remember I didn't go to sleep that one, or I did. I did, because I went straight to acting, I think, instead of.
I think you fell asleep, and that was the issue, because you woke up and
Yeah.
you go, oh. I came.
Done, and
Yeah.
I was like,
I came home and I go. Well, that was the first time I was at the library. And I was at the library until 2 a.m.
yeah, and I didn't start till.
Yeah, you didn't start until I got back.
Well, I had some of it.
You had
but I had to get the rest of it done.
Yeah,
Like, it sucked.
Yeah, you had most of it done. Oh, excuse me. I'm a little drunk.
This was the part that sucked.
Yeah, but I just got back from being at the library until 2 a.m. and I see Dom sleeping. I go, oh yeah, this workbook done. Hey buddy, do you have your workbook done?
No.
Dom waking up. Oh no.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. I was up. I made eggs because it was 6 in the morning. By the time I was done, I just made eggs, and I sat there. I took a little nap, and then I can't remember if I just went. Yeah. Because this was the week before exams. Because this was the weird part is we did our acting like exam during the week before, and then the next week was like a reflection. We had this one kid who he had a lot of enthusiasm for it, and I can't really diss him for that, because like he's obviously wants to pursue something with this. And so it's like weird when you're like, if you're not putting in the same amount of like excitement, like making the facial expressions and going all out, it does seem weird to you. Like it's kind of funny, and like,
but like he was good acting. I liked his I really liked his exam, like his scene. Unfortunately, um one of his members did end up messing up, like, and it's not like, oh, like they were supposed to play it like this, like happy and sad. The whole point of this, like our exam, was you and your partner or partners were supposed to come in with the you want to say something? Memorize.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I completely forgot that we did this. Like this completely, this completely left my mind. I completely forgot we did these scenes completely. Holy shit!
Yeah. Anyways, I was part of your scene too. Just remember that, because you actually fucking choked me out. Like, but anyways, I'll explain that in a minute. The whole point is you're supposed to come in memorized, and you're supposed to have a good understanding of your character. And you worked with the professor a couple times to see how to get advice from him to see how it would go. And again, there's not a lot that you could mess up here, as long as you played it how you thought like it needed to be and it didn't feel fake, and as long as you memorized it. Well, mid scene, this one dude yells line, like like, and I feel really bad because I can't tell, like, if he just like genuinely forgot or he never knew it in the first place. And I felt bad for the one dude because the other dude's trying to, like, he's like kind of like whispered like the next line to him, and it if it wasn't for that, their whole scene would have been perfect. Like it was on point. Like probably my second favorite scene, other than the one about, there was like one about there's one about the dudes dudes in McDonald's, and they're trying to get like work each other, like get each other's like the courage up to talk to like this lady and stuff, and it was good. My scene was called Game Theory, and he takes, like, some of them play to your strengths and some of them play to your, like, what he thinks, I'm pretty sure you need to improve on. And like, right. I think you're paired up with somebody who has a strength and somebody who has a weakness. Mm-hmm. Because mine is I'm very I like to move when I act and stuff. And this role required me to stand basically still and make every movement I make deliberate. Right. I almost started playing it as if I was Homelander. Homelander? Yeah, because the way I was talking, I needed to sound cocky and arrogant. So it was like, what's to understand? What's to understand? Fine, if you get me to cross the line, then you win. But if I get you to cross the line, I win. Simple as that. Like something like really cocky until like the part where I break down and stuff. And yeah, that was my scene. So I liked it, but I also didn't, because it wasn't like as fun as stuff I like to do with acting. But right. I did get to fucking cuss and shit during Austin's scene.
Yeah, my scene was a lot of fun. I mean, I seem as though I always get casted in something that involves a dick or like just a terrible person. In this scene, it was called Fun. I played some. It was not very. It was fun for me, but I was playing someone that was a complete dick. I was playing somebody that was a controlling dick of his friend Casper. I was named Denny, and the fun part, I don't even remember Workman.
No, I mean from like.
Oh.
Oh God.
But I played. It was fun. There's a point where I got to choke out Dom as he played the Workman.
Yeah, which we had practiced. We had practiced as being like fake choking, and then Austin just fucking goes for it, I guess, at the during the actual scene, because my scene's after them. So I was trying to signal to my partner for my scene, by the way, that I'm still trying to catch my breath and like get my adrenaline down, and we just start. Like he just goes scene, and I just go. I'm like,
It's just those pro wrestling genes in me. I have to make sure it looks as real as possible.
it's payback for the time I. It's payback for the time I actually just fucking sent you to the ground onto your knee.
Yeah. Oh, or I remember our professor thinking that the kick was real. Because you, for some reason, decided to kick me. You decided to kick me in my face when we did the actual thing.
Yeah,
So I just.
It was supposed to be a kick in the stomach, but I'm so disoriented from the. You're lucky I didn't actually just kick you in the face. But like it was supposed to be a kick to the stomach, and then I just
kicked.
go, like for an act.
Apparently.
Punt.
Yeah.
Randy were in punt kick.
Yeah, and knowing me, I sold the shit out of it the way I had to, and our professor.
Of seeing the one person who I had like an actual crush on in the like just look at me. What are they gonna do? Like look at me afterwards and like mouth the words, "Are you okay?" as I'm trying to like not look like I'm dying on the side of the room.
It was a lot of fun. It was a fun scene to play, and then I got to go batshit crazy, slamming McDonald's tray.
Out with that shit.
McDonald's tray. Yeah, because I go. Originally we were gonna use something else, but I go McDonald's tray would work so much better. Just slap the shit out of against this thing, and I got to scream and yell and go absolutely crazy. So it was a lot of fun. I got an okay grade on the acting part. He told us that we were too emotional. We were acting as emotions too much, which I'm going that crazy. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know. And he's the chair of the. Yeah. So, I liked him still.
Yeah, he's nice.
I think he knows what he's doing, and I
mean, I can understand. I just don't know what else he wanted.
Yeah,
Do you remember what your grade was? I don't know.
Like a C or something,
say,
because I think it's because my acting brought it up from my piss poor book, my workbook. But yeah.
Well, no, because my acting I think was a B, and then my workbook was still a C. Do you know the act book? The workbook I was at the library from 2 a.m. for.
It said every question needed to be like, you need to spend 2 hours on every question. I go, I go, you're getting like 10 minutes max.
That 10 minutes turned into. Because I remember going down and doing my laundry, and this motherfucker sitting in like one of our common rooms. Just.
Yeah, eventually I moved out to the table in the kitchen because I just could not focus. See, what was weird is I had done the part that needed to be printed out earlier. I had printed it out earlier in that day. And then I'd met with my partner and we'd practiced and we ran it so good the one time. Like it just felt everything clicked, and then we just could not replicate that for the actual exam. And then I just had to finish the one book, the score, that's what it was called. And like make sure everything was nice and neat and put together. But other than that, yeah, I guess I'll get into the last exam that we kind of shared. It was to be fair, it really shouldn't have taken me this long. Like, because Austin started it. You said you started it when you walked in the library, right?
Yeah.
You want to go with yours?
I probably got there around.
I got there an hour or two before me because
I got there like 10, I think.
I took a nap and then I walked there at 12.
Yes, so I think I got there like 11, 10:30, 11.
I had been working on this all the rest like earlier in the day. Like I had I had 1.5 questions to do. And this will be more funny when you find out how long it took me.
Well, so I was with my girlfriend and her friend, and it took me maybe 3-4 hours to finish this whole.
Kicked out of that room for a bit, and because you came over to me. And
No, I didn't get.
Next to me.
Well, I didn't get kicked out. I went to the restroom, and then they went and they were doing a puzzle by things. I was just like, well, I guess I'll just go talk to them, so I'm not sitting in the room alone. And then, yeah, it took me maybe 3.5-4 hours to complete the whole thing. And we'll just say Dom was there a little bit longer and had started it before me.
So earlier in that day, I got done with the astronomy exam. I go to lunch and I go, oh, I should probably start on this, and I start on it, and my problem is I did the easiest one first, and then I followed up with another easy one, which left me, so there's like 6 questions. There's like 3 of them which are like creative questions, like if you were to do this, how would you do this? If you were to do like, and like other ones that was like compare these two, the bicycle thief and Boys in the Hood and stuff. That's where so I did that, and I was like, if you were to write a horror movie using the new modern technology, what would you do? And I like did one about AI, but like it's like AI and dating apps that I kind of like merged together or something like that. A really shit idea and script, because I was just trying to get this swap out as fast as possible. And then the last one just took me forever to like conceptualize my ideas and get together. And then I had to I do this thing where I don't cite you had to cite like a source like in each question, and I had cited some in the second one, but I had to put one in the first one, and then I had done it in the third one, but then I needed to make sure that it always comes down to like doing my bibliography. I just go, am I doing this right? Because like if I don't do this right, I could get royally fucked if the professor decides to be a dick about it, because it's not technically citing everything correctly. Right. So like I keep going over it. I got to the library. So let's preface this. I started this at 12. I worked through until maybe like 2.
Well, you're already halfway done.
No, I'm talking about like 12. Like I'm talking about
PM.
Yeah, like when I was working on it at lunchtime.
Yeah.
So I was eating lunch and I was talking with a friend and I was listening to music and stuff. So let's say I got done at like 3 at the dining hall, and then I left to go to the library for a bit, worked there for an hour. So we're already at 4 hours. Then I went out to eat that night, celebrate my birthday with some friends, which was like a week and a half, or like it's like a week and a half earlier, but because we're not in school during my birthday. I took a nap when I got back because I was tired as fuck. And then at 12, I got to the library. I did not leave the library until about 6 o'clock in the morning. I got done about 5:45. Maybe I did DoorDash McDonald's. No, I didn't. Not that night. It could not be that night because
you went to the Oaks. I remember that night because you didn't sleep.
So I was so tired. I decided I would do. I took 3 pictures. One like on our stairs, like at the library. Because I had this idea while I was working on my thing. I was like, oh, that'd be a cool photo for like my end of year.
You told me that, and you were like, end of your thing, and then
I did it.
You just did it that night.
I was like, oh, I'm not going back to the fucking library. I kind of went to sleep for like 30 minutes, but I was just like, does anybody, like, sent to my group chat, anybody want to go to like the Oaks this morning, get breakfast? Because I had to get rid of like my last Falcon dollars for the semester. So I ate shitty Oaks food that morning. And then I proceeded not to go. I didn't really sleep until like 3 that afternoon because I was packing. And then I just laid down. I slept for an hour and then continued to pack and stuff. Yeah, weird finals, I think. You got anything else on that? Because I think we can go back to.
I mean, I feel like we talked a decent amount for. At least I don't know what else before that would be interesting enough to even mention here.
Unless you want to make that a whole episode,
the what?
Halloween horror.
Yeah, that's for that's
Yeah.
for when we go in October.
Okay,
So we're gonna hold off on that anyways.
Cincy, I guess.
That
was just a small little adventure to meet.
Yeah, that can be. I mean, I feel like I feel like we don't want to keep it too bloated.
Yeah.
We're gonna explain kind of what we missed out on over the course of when we kind of go through these things again.
Yeah.
I did tell Josh, hey, want us to go back to Cincinnati for a horror movie. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, So yeah, finals were hell. It's just kind of been our recent lives. We're trying to do weekly episodes here for you guys, so we should be back next week for you all with a brand new episode. We hope you all are doing well. Any closing thoughts before we close out this episode, Mr. Merrill?
If you know you have a project that is going to be your final exam due, do not save it for that week that you have to do it. Yeah, it turns out they give you that time, like, to know for a reason. It's a good reason. Because you'll be tired as fuck like me and have young Sheldon telling you your astronomy answers. And that's been Two Dudes, One Mic. Play me out, Johnny.